Hey guys, welcome to a little what I read in a week. I feel like I haven't done a good like mood reading or like what I realistically read in a week in a while because I was on vacation, and then before that I was just doing a lot of like themed reading vlogs. So I thought I would just chill. I have like a month left before I go to uni. I just kind of want to read books that I feel in the mood for before I don't really have a lot of time to read, and get some more books off of my physical TBR. Crazy statement to make because I am quite literally reading 2 books on my Kobo right now. But anyway, I am currently in the middle of 3 books. I kind of didn't mean for it to be this way, but I was reading My Friends by Frederick Bachman on vacation, and I absolutely love it. I feel like he's honestly my new like favorite author. I've only read 2 of his books so far, and this is my 3rd, but I am completely and utterly obsessed with his writing. It is incredible. It is so witty, so original, and I just love it. And this is his new release that came out in May, I believe. I'm literally so obsessed with it. I thought I was like 25% through, but I just like checked just to like be like, oh, like let me know before I start the video, and I'm like over halfway. Like I have a little bit more than a 1/3 left, but yeah, I'm literally loving this book so much. I don't know if you can tell, but I've like tabbed quite a bit. I've been underlining like crazy in this book because it is just so good. I mean, literally the page that I just left off on, I have a massive bracket. I just love his books so much, and this one is about these 3 friends that are on this painting, and basically this girl who is obsessed with this painting, she doesn't come from a very good background and she's alone in her life. She meets the artist of this painting, just kind of like gets to talk to them about the painting, their life, what was going on in this part of their life, and you can see like the similarities between the friends back when they were younger and this girl and her best friend who had recently passed. It's so incredible. Like I just love his writing so much. I love the way that he ties things in. Like the beginning of a chapter, there'll just be like a paragraph or something, and then it'll be like a page break, and it's rest of the chapters something like seemingly completely different, and then the last paragraph of the chapter will tie it back in, and it's just, I just love it. And I love that like no matter whose like perspective or timeline you're in, whether it's like hers present day, the kids from back when they were kids, or like currently like with the story coming from Ted's perspective, I love them all. I find them so very intriguing, and yeah, I've been reading this one. I do have to say I feel like his books are so interesting. Like I'm obsessed with them, but there's so much material, and although he writes it in a very lighthearted way, it is pretty difficult and hard on your heart sometimes to read. So I don't necessarily like binge his books, which is why I'm still reading it, but I do think I'll definitely finish it by the end of this week. And then on my Kobo, I'm reading Morning Star, which I was fully supposed to finish like a month and a half ago, but I was just like not really in the mood. But I also have it on audiobook, and I have quite a lot of like just chores and bits to do because I literally just got back from vacation and I'm leaving relatively soon for uni. So like I have a lot of things that I have to do, so I feel like I'm gonna be listening to that audiobook quite a bit. And then I also have The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent, which I started like 2 nights ago, I think. I just wanted to read something on my Kobo. I was like fiending to read something on my Kobo instead of like a physical read. I truly love a Kobo or a Kindle or an e-reader, whatever, at like night, or when you're just like cuddled up, when you're like laying on the couch, like anything that's just like, I don't know, like I love it. Like a plain read. I truly love reading on this thing, and I just wanted to pick something up and pick that up. I'm 22% of the way through. I'm not really in a fantasy mood, but I haven't read a fantasy, I feel like, in quite a while, other than the Red Rising series so far, because that was for my book club. But like out of sheer personal want to pick one up. But I have to say I am enjoying it. It's not like the most astonishing thing ever. It's about these like vampires, and they have this like trial. I think like if you win the trial, you can be bestowed like whatever wish you want, and she's a human, and she's basically joined this like vampire trial because she grew up adopted daughter of like the vampire king. Crazy. I love explaining fantasies because they just sound insane, but basically yeah, it's just about her trying to like win these trials right now. It is interesting. I am honestly really enjoying it, but it's just not like the most innovative, crazy thing ever, but I am enjoying it. I like the relationships that are unfolding in it. I think it's quite interesting. I like the way that like the vampires have like insane like bloodlust and she's like trying to get away and everything, and I think it's very interesting because they're in like forced proximity area of like her and like 40 other vampires and just like trying to get away, but like seeing her it's very cool. I am enjoying it. So I've been reading that a lot at like night and stuff, this during the day, and then Morning Star when I have like things to do on audiobooks. So that is currently my little split, but yeah, I'm just excited to read this week. I feel like I haven't been reading that much because I was on vacation with my family for like low-key the last month, because I was in Greece on actual vacation and then I was in Serbia just like visiting family. I spent a lot more time with family and like talking to people and stuff than having like alone time to read. So I'm very excited to get back into reading right now, and I honestly don't really know what I want to do. I should probably do Morning Star because I do have some chores and things that I need to get to now. So I'm gonna get to reading. I've read just over 60 pages of Morning Star today, and I have to say I am honestly really enjoying it a lot more than I thought I was, because the second book in the series kind of lost me a little bit. My interest declined quite greatly, but I'm really enjoying this one, I have to say, especially like the last chunk that I've been reading. I mean, I have mainly been listening to it on audiobook because I've just been kind of busy today, didn't have a lot of time, literally haven't had a single second of time until right now at like 10 p.m. to sit down and like read. So I feel like I'm gonna finish this chapter and then either sleep or read like a chapter or two of The Serpent and the Wings of Night. But yeah, that's basically it for today. It may or may not be 10 p.m. right now, and I may or may not have just noticed that I literally have not filmed at all today. Been a little bit busy today and yesterday, but especially today. I went to the movies with my friends, and we went to Barnes & Noble's, which I realized also that I didn't film. I did film for some short form, so I'll put in the little reel or watch my reel if I actually have that, because here's the thing, also my phone did fill up on storage, so I didn't get as many clips as I want, but we'll see. Maybe it's enough, maybe it's enough. But basically I've just been shitty at vlogging today, and then I also went to the gym with said friend and stuff, so I've only had a little bit of time to read today. I listened to the audiobook a little bit while I was doing the dishes and walking my dog, but literally have had basically no time. So we only hit 40 pages today, which honestly isn't bad, but I'm like, the fact that I've filmed none of it is bad. But I did get one thing at Barnes, so why not show? It's not necessarily a book, but she's a coloring book and I'm very excited for her. It is the National Parks coloring book. I got it back in the Barnes Annex for literally $9. I love nature, I love national parks, I love wilderness, and I love hiking, so I'm very excited for this. Also, I feel like it's perfect. I might start it tomorrow or something while I'm audiobooking, because I love to do something chill sometimes while audiobooking. Like, I can't just like sit in my bed and listen to an audiobook, like that's weird. I'd rather just read, so I either do it while I'm like walking, doing some kind of chore or something, or coloring. So I'm excited. I'm gonna try to read a little bit more of Morning Star. I don't think I'm gonna honestly read any of The Serpent and the Wings of Night today, and literally haven't read any of my friends the past 2 days because I've just not had any time to like sit and read during the day, and it's like a physical book in a hardback, so I don't really like reading it like in bed, you know, like curled up. But I'm gonna read some more of her. I've gotten to chapter 30. Guys, I just finished episode 5 of season 3 of The Summer I Turned Pretty. Guys, I knew it was gonna be a Conrad episode. I knew it was gonna be like a Conrad POV, but this episode was literally nothing I could have ever imagined. I don't think I've ever seen anything so perfect in my life. Like, every single scene was so perfectly executed, and it was so full of Conrad and Belly. I like can't say anything because spoilers if you haven't watched, but like, oh my god, oh my god. I never thought I'd say this about like anything other than Call Me by Your Name, but like the peach scene. I think I literally died. I think I literally melted on the spot. Anyway, there's probably gonna be a lot of sitting and scrolling on Instagram reels to get good edits of this episode because oh my god. But I would like to read. I read like 45 pages of Morningstar yesterday. I did end up reading a little bit before I went to bed, but it wasn't a big reading day. I have some more chores to do today, so we're gonna just be listening to that. Honestly, I feel like this reading vlog is literally just me listening to the Morningstar audiobook, which is fine, but it's just not been the most interesting yet. We'll get there. But literally that episode like has a chokehold on me, so I'm gonna need to sit for a minute and scroll before I like can be okay enough to like actually dedicate my time to anything else. So yeah. Here's the thing. I genuinely thought that I had spoken before today and that I was going to, but I got busy. Just like I've been saying every day so far. I just had a lot of like computer stuff that I had to do, but because of that, I got from page 247 to page 369. Not bad. 122 in comparison to yesterday reading 40 pages. That's literally over triple the amount. So I'm gonna take it even though there's like basically no footage at all. I am now 70% of the way through and I'm honestly really enjoying it now. Like, I have to say it's going a lot better than I thought it was because I feel like the second book in the series, Golden Sun, disappointed me a little bit. I just think I expected more intrigue. I expected more, I don't know, just more. This one I've been really enjoying. I really like the characters. I really like the path that they're following. I like the plot that's going on. I think it's a lot more interesting than in the second book. The details that they've gone into and the little side characters and the little just like relationships and communication going on between people. I find it very interesting and I am really enjoying this one. I've literally not read any of my friends, literally only read like 5 pages of The Serpent and the Wings of Night on Monday, but we will get more to that. I've just been unexpectedly very busy, so I've just been audiobooking. Well, I think I have less than like 2 hours on audiobook. I don't know if it's the full length because it's an illegal download. One can only hope, and if not, I'll just finish reading the rest on my Kobo. I am like reading bits and bobs throughout and kind of like at the same time as audiobooking because I feel like it goes by quicker and like easier if I'm doing both because sometimes I'm not like full focus on one or the other. So I feel like it helps sometimes, especially with more, I was gonna say technical, I think it's just really like sci-fi or like a high fantasy when there's just like a lot of terms you don't know and just like a lot of stuff happening. It's easier with an audiobook so you can like kind of like visualize it more, get more of the flow, because I feel like a lot of time with reading I'm like, what is going on? I think I'm done for the day. I think I might just hit the hay. I did just have a sudden surge to like read another chapter of The Serpent and the Wings of Night though, because I didn't yesterday at all, so I might do that. But 122 pages of Morningstar has been read today, which is crazy. I'm very proud. And tomorrow I swear I'll film during the daylight so I don't seem like a vampire. Because I'm also busy tomorrow in the evening, so I can't even do that. So I have to do it in the daytime. I can finally bring good news in the light of day to this vlog. We're going to a bookstore today. I'm going with my two besties and we're going to Verbatim Books, which I went to last time like a few years ago, but I love it so much. They have like new books and stuff, but then there's this massive section in the back which is like this beautiful maze of shelves upon shelves upon shelves, like floor to ceiling, of like secondhand classics, and I'm obsessed with it. I literally got my favorite copy ever of The Picture of Dorian Gray, which is one of my favorite books of all time. Let me show you. From there, like, I am obsessed with this copy. It's so petite and like the cover is stunning. It like perfectly encapsulates the book, and I literally got it for $1 there. Like, I love Verbatim, so we're going there and then we're going to the beach so I can actually get some more reading done. But I am really, I mean, I know I said this last night, but I'm really enjoying Morningstar now. I think I can bring my friends. I don't normally like reading hardcovers on the beach, but we do what we can and I want to get farther into it. I'm fiending for some of Frederick Buckman's writing right now, so we're gonna go ahead. Time to play the Genetax game. It is currently 12:02. I got here 2 minutes ago. I told her I'd be here at like 11:55, maybe even 11:50, but obviously I had to leave late because girl is always late. So let's see how long it actually takes her to get here.
Hey! I just explained to Anya why, one, I'm wearing this shirt for the 10th day in a row, and why I have a cutting board in my bag. And why I wasn't ready.
Everybody needs a cutting board in the... You know what's funny? The clip I did right before this was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the, when I said I was gonna get, when I said I'm pulling up and when Jenna actually gets out.
And here's the thing, and I would have been, maybe I wouldn't have been like ready, but anyways, we're going to take a
My favorite thing is like 30 minutes ago you were like, oh, I'll be ready in 5.
Wait, yeah, but that's because I didn't, I was on the couch in my workout attire.
I could be ready
Didn't
in 5.
make coffee yet.
Yeah.
Could. I also just assumed Hedia would take a lot longer. Wait, I was banking on you to be late so I could start getting ready when Anya says coming, but I thought that was gonna be way later. Anyways.
This was late for me.
Do I look Asian? Guys, Maya sent me, okay, I need to stop this. Hey, can I stop holding the camera down like this?
No, but like it adds an element of like...
We back together!
Entertain on the gram's gonna take
Hey guys, it's Hey guys, it's Gentertain on the gram. Bad angle final boss. Is that how you use that term?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at the lighting, wow. Hey guys, I'm actually a vlogger, and smash that like button, hit that subscribe, and you know the drill. You guys are already subscribed.
So
you guys are already subscribed.
It's actually
this is the view, guys.
Wait, look, zoom in on the surface.
On the surface, on the... I don't know how to do that. Wait, it's this?
Yeah.
Oh, I did it. It's actually, it's just blurry. What do you have to say?
I have to say, I read a whopping 8 pages today. Who's proud of me?
Two more, you got 2 more.
Pages. Exactly, 2 more to get 10. I want like a minimum of 10 a day. I did read nearly 200 yesterday, so we're on a bit of a loss today, but that's okay.
200? Can you see yourself? I don't know.
Yeah, I can see myself. Nearly 200, you guys know. 10 pages. Not even 8 currently. But that's what happens when you hang with your besties, so.
Hey, the things you do for us.
Exactly.
The things you do.
You guys actually destroy my life. Guys, I'm on page 480 out of 520. That means that I have max 40 more pages left, but like normally there's like a few pages at the end that are like acknowledgements and stuff like that. This is eating. The last like half of this book has been so good. I really enjoyed the second half of Red Rising when they were in the institute and doing like the trials and everything. That was so good. I feel like Golden Sun kind of wasn't my favorite. This one, the first half was also kind of like Golden Sun, and then I feel like it picked up a lot and I've been enjoying it a lot more, and I am very excited. I feel like it's gonna end up on a good note because it was originally a trilogy, and I think I'm gonna end with the trilogy and then maybe pick up the rest of the books later, but probably not in this year. Also, like, good things are happening with characters right now that I am appreciating. I can't say much, especially because it is the third book in a series, but if you like sci-fi, I would recommend this. It's kind of Hunger Games in space, but also kind of not. Like, you have the caste system, you have trials at the beginning, but then it becomes a lot more political, a lot more like a typical fantasy. But I am really enjoying this ending right now. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this before I go to bed, but I got a little bit more done of My Friends as well. I just love his writing so much, and I really want to like savor it, so I feel like I won't finish this in the next 2 days just because I do really want to savor it. Like, it's so good and I just don't want to finish the book. Like, I've been just going kind of like chapter by chapter the past few days just because, I don't know, I love his writing so much, and each like line, each paragraph, each phrase just is so beautiful. I just love the little lines about life in his books are just so beautiful. Like, I just underlined, Ted used to go to the stereo in the living room and play some opera to remind them that humans are also capable of that. Because they were just talking about like why humanity has survived even though dinosaurs were destroyed, even though humanity is just destroying the world. It's like art is why, because we can make these beautiful things. It suits you, that laugh. I'm glad they didn't manage to take it from you. Who? All the people that have tried. I just love his writing so much, and I love this book, so I'm gonna take my time with it, but I am actually really enjoying this. I feel like maybe if I literally just like, I could finish this tonight. Stuff's going on, and I am enjoying her a lot. I haven't really read much of The Serpent and the Wings of Night, so I'm gonna go and read some more of this. Okay, so it's editing Anya here. I fully never finished off this video saying like how many pages I read or like anything, but I wanted to go into it, just like state what was going on. I read a total of, let me check, 436 pages this week, which I feel like is pretty good for me. I have to say, I am a pretty slow reader. The things that you see on my videos, the amount of pages, I feel like a lot more realistic than a lot of the YouTubers that I watch that are literally reading like 80 plus pages an hour. Like, I will be happy if I hit 40 pages an hour. Like, I am a slow reader, so, you know, not a lot, but that's nearly 1,000 pages, so I will really take it, honestly. I did really enjoy the books that I was reading this week. Honestly, kind of surprisingly, I have been trying to read a lot more books this year that I feel like I'm gonna rate more highly instead of just reading more books. But I do feel like this week, because I had just gotten back from vacation, I was kind of just like, let me just pick up some random books other than My Friends. I've honestly been enjoying The Serpent and the Wings of Night a lot more than I expected to. I'm currently like 34% of the way. I'm not done yet, but I am liking it. Like, I feel like she could be like a 3.5. My friends, you know, we are nearing the end, but I am trying to take her slowly, and, you know, I do have a 5-star prediction for this book. Like, we love her. And then finally, the only book that I actually finished this video, which is very typical of me, let me be so honest, is Morning Star. And honestly, I really like the ending of that book, just like the last 50%. So I think I'm gonna give her like a 4.25, which I think is honestly my highest rating of the series so far. But I do kind of want to change my ratings for the series, because I think I rated both Red Rising and Golden Sun the same. I think I give them both 4 stars, but I feel like I would put Golden Sun on maybe like a 3.5, just because I truly did not love her quite as much. But yeah, those are my concluding little statements. I feel like, you know, for a good mood read with me, for a realistic what I read in a week, 436 is like pretty good. I feel like honestly it really varies week to week with me, so this is pretty realistic for like this week in my life. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope I'll see you guys next week for some more videos. Bye.